Is AMD really coming for NVIDIA's throat? AMD just made an acquisition of an AI company, and on today's episode, I want to take a closer look at what this means for investors, and is this something that we should be excited about? So let's take a closer look in today's episode.
I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and check out fool.com/Jose for the 10 best stocks to buy now. With that link, you get a promotional offer for the subscription service. Now, let's continue with today's episode.
All right, so AMD earlier today announced that they are going to be acquiring a company called Silo AI. In a bit, I want to explain a little bit of what that company does, but we can see the overall market is very excited about the results as AMD is sitting at $183 as I am recording, up over 3% during the trading right now. So I think there are two things really impacting AMD right now. The first is this AI news that we're looking at right now. But the second, and the one I'm going to cover first, is TSMC. So TSMC just reported their monthly numbers for June, and we see that the overall investors are pretty excited as the stock is up 3% right now. So for those that are not familiar, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing is the largest semiconductor manufacturing in the world. They have roughly over 50% of the market share, and they build everything from chips for your phone, for your laptop, for your PC, GPUs, CPUs, the list goes on, to even data center and AI chips. So if we take a closer look at their recent numbers, they mentioned for the June of 2024, numbers were up roughly 33% versus a year ago. So overall, the semiconductor market is pretty excited because if they are seeing a growth in manufacturing, it means all these other semiconductor companies are seeing a huge growth in orders because they're placing the manufacturing orders here at TSMC. So I think this is really good news for the overall semiconductor market and companies like AMD, as AMD, right now, when we think of semiconductor solutions, everybody's talking about AI chips, AI this and AI that from NVIDIA. But if we take a look at their revenue by platform, we see that their biggest revenue segments are the smartphone for the most recent quarter, which was 38%, and their high performance computing, which was 46%. So high performance computing, many people might just believe this is just things for data center, but no, this deals with CPUs that go on your laptops, on your desktops, CPUs that go on servers. It also includes obviously GPUs for the laptop, for the desktop, and obviously GPUs for the data centers as well. So it's a whole bulk load of this. So if we are seeing a growth in revenue for TSMC, it most likely means that these two markets, as they make up more than a three-fourths of the total revenue, then the overall market should be seeing a growth in PC sales, in CPU sales, in smartphone sales, in tablet sales, and obviously a company like AMD, which provides CPU solutions for the consumer market, GPU solutions for the consumer market, will benefit as there should be an increase in PCs in the upcoming quarters. So I want to say that's probably the first reason we do have this excitement for AMD right now, and why other semiconductor companies might be also seeing a nice push in the overall stock today. Before we go any further, we are now on the road to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you all for the crazy support. So if you haven't and are enjoying the content, make sure to hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button. Finally, if you want to support the channel a little bit more, make sure to check out my special offer at fool.com/Jose. Now back to today's episode. Now let's talk about the important thing that everybody might be discussing, and that is the acquisition of Silo. So Lisa Su earlier today posted on X that she is super excited to welcome Silo team to AMD, adding phenomenal team of AI scientists and engineers to accelerate the adoption of AMD's AI solutions and extend their open source AI software capabilities. So obviously, if you have been watching this channel, NVIDIA is the king of AI. And the reason they're the king of AI is for pretty much two main reasons on a top level view. The first is they have the best hardware capabilities for AI solution. The second is they have a strong software solution which they help create with these massive amount of developers. So AMD obviously has some great hardware solutions like the MI300 and the upcoming lineup of MI325, MI350, and the MI400. But one thing that they are lacking but have been improving over time are their software solutions. So this acquisition is one to help drive that software solution. Here we can see that the acquisition is going to be an all-cash transaction valued at approximately $665 million. So AMD has a lot of cash at hand. Most recent quarter, they had about $6 billion in cash and short-term investments. So they're roughly using about 10% of their cash that they mentioned last quarter. So as an investor, I am pretty excited that this is going to be an all-cash transaction, as we don't have to worry about things like dilution, and the price isn't anything crazy in correspondence to the company's cash position at the moment. So they mentioned that the Silo AI team consists of world-class AI scientists and engineers with extensive experience developing tailored AI models, platforms, and solutions for leading enterprise spanning cloud, embedded, and endpoint computing markets. So what I'm looking at, and if we look at Slido's website, they're pretty much a group of engineers that kind of get contract work from other companies to kind of build an AI solution that they're looking for. So they have roughly 300 AI experts employed, and about 125 come with PhDs. So I believe AMD is really trying to do this is so they can have kind of a sales force to some extent of, hey, look, if you want to develop some cool AI solutions, we have these group of engineers that can help you grow in this AI solution market. And these engineers are most likely going to push all of AMD's products from CPUs to GPUs to NPUs, and the list goes on, right? So it's an interesting market right now, and we can see that AMD really wants to kind of continue to grow its talent force from AI scientists. And who knows, maybe they might start to use some of these AI scientists into continuing to develop their own software solutions in the future as well. So the acquisition is expected to close in the second half of 2024. The current CEO and co-founder of Silo AI will be a lead of Silo AI team, and he will be reporting under the senior vice president of AMD, who is leading AMD's artificial intelligence group. So again, the acquisition, in my opinion, is just another way for AMD to continue to grow its AI market. I don't believe this is something that NVIDIA investors should worry about, but this AI market is so big that I think any advantage that AMD can get from here, or any kind of perks it can get from here, it can help maybe grow the market a little bit and a little bit here and there. And that could be a huge amount of revenue growth for AMD in the future. AMD has also mentioned that in the past, they have invested over $125 million across a dozen AI companies in the last 12 months, acquiring companies like Mipsology, Not AI, to expand their AI ecosystem. They also mentioned that Silo AI has been pioneering in scaling large language models, training on Lumi, Europe's fastest supercomputer, powered by over 12,000 AMD's MI250X. So again, the stock is very happy. I want to say I'm a little bit bullish of this, but I don't know if it's something that investors should get super excited about. But it continues to solidify that AMD is really focusing on the software space right now, and we might continue to see small acquisitions of small AI companies like this in the future. The final thing I want to look at is AMD's PE ratio. AMD's PE forward is 52, which is the end of this fiscal year. Forward 1 year, which is the end of next fiscal year, about a year and a half, is sitting at 33. So I talked about AMD. I really do enjoy AMD at those 150s, 160s. I've done plenty of videos when the stock was at those levels. Right now, these 182s, obviously there's a lot of excitement, especially with earnings season. So I just want to say, be careful out there. I have no intentions of selling AMD, but definitely a nice opportunity if we get to see those 150s and 160s again. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Take care. Have a good day, and see you all next time.